right, we want to welcome you all back into Studio A. I'm Steve Moulter, and on behalf of the entire Cisco TV broadcast team, we are so happy to have all of you here with us in Amsterdam all week long. Please keep those social posts rolling in using hashtag Cisco Live EMEA. And if you miss any part of the live stream, you will find that in our on-demand library at ciscolive.com. So, we just wrapped up a fantastic partner session with Darren Fulwell and Julien Monteau, who is network architect with Airbus Operations SAS. Network assurance, as you just heard, has enabled a new approach to managing the complexity of our networks. So Julien and Darren, they shared how we can model the entire multi-vendor, multi-domain network end to end. That way your network engineer is going to see the full network infrastructure. They can measure actual behavior against expectation. IP Frabirc is a vendor-neutral automated network technology. It really is the foundation of network automation. It delivers critical information that is required to manage and really revolutionize your network operations. So stick with us throughout the broadcast. We're going to bring you every partner session, iTalk, insider conversation, executive interview, all the energy of Cisco Live 2023 Amsterdam right here at the Ride. We're going to be with you 24 hours a day, right through our closing keynote tomorrow afternoon with legendary football referee Pierluigi Collina. Keep posting those comments, those photos, those quotes across all social media using hashtag Cisco Live EMEA or at Cisco Live EMEA. Share an emoji or a thumbs up or a smiley face or the fire symbol or whatever suits your mood in the moment. Well, Nish Parker is out next door in the WAS for a deep dive into Cisco IP Frabirc. So Nish, what's the story out there?
Hey, thanks so much, Steve. Yes, we're here in the World of Solutions. We're at the IP Frabirc booth, and I am joined by Joe Kershaw. He is the Global Director of Sales and Channels here at IP Frabirc. So Joe, how are you doing?
Very well, thanks Nish. Thanks for having me.
Thank you. So tell me a little bit around IP Frabirc. What do IP Frabirc do?
So we're a platform vendor. We're building and deploying and selling, obviously, a network assurance platform, automated network assurance platform, which is focused on large enterprises, particularly working with customers who are under tight compliance scrutiny, where they're struggling with resources. They're trying to do more within their enterprise networks with the same or even less resources in some cases. Enterprises that are adopting the latest technologies, obviously with Cisco, and looking at automation, but also looking at better controls of enterprise networks. That's exactly our sweet spot where we're playing.
Got it. And so with network tooling, tell me a little bit around how these solutions that IP Frabirc have differ from what is out there with the rest of the market.
Simplicity. We're really centering this technology with a focus on ease of deployment, ease of use, ease of adoption, and particularly ease of integration. Whenever we speak to any of these large enterprises, it's not just the network engineers and network operations that need data from the network, it's the security teams, it's the cloud teams. We had a conversation just today where senior network engineers were asking, how can we help application owners understand which firewall rules to open? How can we help app owners and the business understand how the network underpins their applications? And that's exactly where IP Frabirc comes in. We're not looking to reinvent the wheel. We're looking to make the data accessible to the teams that need it in a way that's understandable even to non-network professionals, so we can help collaboration across the operations and also around the architectural teams to look at consistently managing enterprise networks.
Got it. And the demands of network infrastructure is always evolving. So tell me a little bit around how IP Frabirc is working specifically to make sure that you remain scalable, reliable. How are you doing that?
Absolutely. I think one of the major burdens that come with the adoption of new technologies is understanding them initially, understanding what they mean to your environment, and then understanding how to adopt them and fit them in with the best practices of the business. what IP Frabirc are doing specifically when it comes to new technologies, we've got a network automation team internally that are continually looking at new technologies, looking at how do we understand the interactions between Cisco ACI and a Cisco campus and the cloud applications that are based across these different domains and deployments. And through our own continuous development, we're ensuring that we understand new technologies, we build them into a standardized model, and then represent them visually so that, yes, the lead architects and engineers that pick these solutions can understand them, but then the junior operatives on the network can also gain the necessary insights to troubleshoot and actually understand the interactions between these new technologies.
And so you mentioned troubleshooting, and obviously, visibility operations are some other priorities. Can you share some examples of how you've helped customers specifically improve, their network, their visibility? Any ideas, any stories you want to share with the audience we have watching?
Yeah, absolutely. And it depends what the different customers are trying to achieve. We've recently deployed within the critical data centers of one of the major hyperscalers, one of the big public cloud providers, and they shared with us an insight that came from their leadership, where they said, we know we have a problem with technical debt. With IP Frabirc, as they switched it on in the second day of proof of concept, they were saying we flipped over every single rock at the same time. They knew that technical debt was a big problem, but they didn't realize it was Everest-sized. And as they then take away that burden, they understand that now. They can start planning cycles for maintenance, cycles for improvement, begin tackling that technical debt. They've now managed to free up the minds of the senior engineers, the expensive people that you want in your business looking at improvements, to focus exactly on improvements. They're now looking at running an enterprise-wide and data center-wide compliance framework and compliance program to look more towards standardization and managing out complexity. Another example may be one of the world's biggest supermarket chains. We help them to tackle understanding again their technical debt, getting their network in a baseline level and understanding, so that then they can start looking at strategic initiatives, where we're now sat around the table with the senior leaders looking at full stack observability. How do they start bringing their live feeds, their network context and compliance data from IP Frabirc, and applying AI and machine learning levels to begin getting better insights, again, to be improving network visibility, application response, and overall operations of the enterprise network.
Amazing. Well, Joe, thank you so much for the extra interview, the behind the scenes after that innovation talk. Steve, we're going to head straight back to you in the studio.
All right. Thank you so much, Nish. Fantastic job, and our thanks to Joe Kershaw as well for that IP Frabirc insight. You're back with me in Studio A live, coming to you from the Hub. And right now I've got James Williamson.
Nice to meet you,
Steve. With me on set here, Managing Director at BestPath. I am so excited for our conversation with one another today. So how's it been going so far? How's the show been for you?
Oh, fantastic. I suppose meeting people in person, again, has been phenomenal. Just meeting Cisco people and partners and customers for us has been phenomenal. I suppose it's great to be back in person.
Amen. Amen to that. I can't repeat it enough. So let's start with a little bit about what the company does, what the brand is all about, what your role is with the organization.
Yep, no worries. Yeah, so I suppose as Managing Director of BestPath, I'm also a co-founder, which is, I suppose, important for those out there. But for us, my role within BestPath is about defining which technologies and capabilities we want to focus on to I suppose, enable the journey for our customers. And I suppose, being a professional services organisation, we specialise in the design, implementation and support of network solutions within areas such as data centre, enterprise and also more recently automation. I suppose as a business for us, being both a partner and a customer of Cisco is important, because it allows us to give a 360 feedback into that stuff, because if we can understand what works and what doesn't, it allows us to enable our customers to get the most from their IT solutions.
Absolutely. So I want to kind of go to the big view.
Yep.
Tell us about your typical customer. Who is partnering with BestPath for IT transformation today?
So we cover customers in lots of different sectors. Some of those are financial services and insurance, some of those are logistics, and some of those are education. And I suppose for us, it's about getting the most from IT to enable them to get better business outcomes at the end of the day.
Right. What kind of got you here to this point? What was the origin of BestPath? Again, you're a founder. And what happened in the industry to propel your own BestPath strategy? And then how has Cisco helped you to deliver that strategy to the market?
Yeah, so I suppose I come from a technical background, outsourcing all the world of IT. I'm a CCIE myself. So what we recognised was there was a big change in the industry for not just customers, but the way products and services from vendors such as Cisco are changing. So that software strategy approach in terms of APIs and the need to deliver stuff quicker into the marketplace was what drove us to set up BestPath. We were involved in early adoption with Cisco ACI, which only showcased the need to innovate and keep on top of technology as a business, and by doing so, that I suppose is what founded BestPath, and our principles are all about making sure that the technology works and everyone gets the best from that technology.
Why Cisco? What was it that made you say, no, Cisco's got to be that partnership?
I suppose Cisco's a very good brand. They're big. They've been in the industry for a long time. And I suppose when we look at our customer base, probably most customer bases use Cisco. And the certification programs for us and our engineers are important in that aspect because it's tried and tested, I suppose. And that's what keeps people coming back for more of it.
What specific Cisco products or solutions are you using to deliver your IT operations capabilities?
Yeah, so in our business, we obviously like to practice what we preach, and so we've gone away and we've adopted products like Cisco ACI and NXOS within our infrastructure because it allows us to be at the forefront of technology for our customers as well. So by being a customer of Cisco, we can get the most out of the solution and make sure that our customers do as well. But more recently, we've also recognised that the way the industry is going to get better insights so that they can drive down costs and just make better and quicker delivery through automation and stuff. We've looked at Nexus Cloud and by that being a SaaS offering, we're able to reduce our cost but also get better visibility into our environment.
Excellent, excellent. All right, last question. Let's end here on a high note, shall we? I want to hear a really nice, strong success story, something that you get very excited about that all of our viewers here on the stream can get inspired by.
Oh, well, that's an interesting one. I suppose a really good success story for us as a business is how we've had to evolve alongside Cisco, and that's meant actually pushing ourselves as individuals, both technologically and sort of capabilities, because if we're not doing the most to get the most, then how can we expect everyone to see value from their IT solutions? Very,
very true. All right, James, thank you. I'm very grateful to you, to BestPath, for your partnership. I hope you're having a fantastic time here at the show, and I'm glad that you joined us here in the studio.
Cheers, thank you, Steve.
Thanks for coming in.
No worries.
All right, we're going to head back out into the world of solutions right now, and our own Nish Parker, who is in the hologram booth. Hello, Nish.
Hello, yes, Steve, I'm here in the WebEx lab. We're going to talk the future of collaboration, and I've got something really cool to show you. I'm joined by Matt. So welcome, Matt. How are you?
Thanks. I'm doing great.
Good. So tell me a little bit around WebEx Hologram. What is it to start with?
Yeah, so what it is an ability for us to be able to actually enable 3D functionality for our WebEx meetings. And so that's really exciting for us. We've been working on this technology for a while. This summer, we're supposed to come out with our WebEx Hologram capture device, which is going to really enable this entire experience and allow us to be able to share 3D functionality within a WebEx meeting. We're really excited about it because we've been sharing this with customers sort of in a beta sort of trials perspective. And now we're in a situation where we're going to actually be able to roll it out to all of our customers. And so what this is allowing us to do is to be able to do a couple of things. One, we're able to show 3D images or realistic 3D video of people sitting in front of the capture pod. And then the second thing is within that, we can also leverage the virtual space and actually share 3D virtual objects. And the way that people are going to experience this is wearing the AR headsets that are right over here. So these people are actually in a WebEx hologram demo, and they're able to actually see the person on the the other end in front of the capture in full 3D and also interact with 3D virtual objects.
I mean, this looks amazing. I'm really curious what they're both doing at the moment because they've got different things going on.
What we're doing is moving 3D objects around so we can load these virtual 3D objects, and then with a pinching motion and the front-facing cameras of those headsets, we can actually basically see what they're doing with those objects, and everything gets synced together. So as Susan moves one of these objects in her headset, it's going to get reflected over in Richard's headset. So we get a very, very collaborative experience, and we can really focus in on these 3D objects and really drill down.
So obviously, you know, in our heads, well, in my head, I can tell you for sure, I probably thought this is quite a while away, but this is really the reality. You said this summer we're coming out with it. So tell us a little bit around what can this look like kind of day to day in terms of use cases, and what challenges is it really solving for?
Yeah, so I think our main use case today is really a one-to-many type of use case, and that's where one person is sitting in front of that capture pod, and they're doing some form of teaching, some form of instruction, so that people with the headsets remotely can see the person in full 3D. Anything that they bring in front of the camera is going to get shown in 3D, and so it really provides an ability for education or instruction type of thing to really pop, because people are going to actually see that person in 3D and really be able to sort of see them in a very realistic way across the table from them. And then when we add those 3D objects into it, it just takes it to a whole nother level, because now we can really start to focus in on these objects and really concentrate on that collaborative sort of experience. So that's the really nice sort of, I think, benefit of this. And really, the fact is we're just augmenting a regular WebEx meeting, and we're just adding this 3D capability onto it. So if you've already got WebEx, this is just another thing that you can sort of add on top of it. And we're just really excited about it because it's going to take those meetings to the next level.
Sure, I can't wait to get my hands on that. Hopefully our Cisco employees get that soon. I'm hoping I'm putting in a good word for us. So obviously this has been here through the week. Here at Cisco Live 2023 Amsterdam. What's the response been? Have people been able to try on the headsets?
Yeah, absolutely. So people have been wearing the headsets like that, and all I can say is every time they start to see it, they just are, wow, this is incredible. I've never seen, I want 3 of them, and they're all excited. So honestly, if you watch the people coming out of the door every day after each of the demos, they're just a big smiles, they're laughing, and they're really having a great time, and they're really enjoying this technology. So it's sort of selling itself. People are just see it, and they immediately go, oh, I can think of a million things I'd like to do with this. So it's been really exciting.
Well, yeah, note for our production team, if you want some interesting footage, just point the camera outside that door, right? Because you're going to get some jaw drops and excitement. So we're here at Cisco Live, obviously. Any kind of closing words that you have or anything that you want to share?
Just say that, like, if you can get a chance to experience this or buy one of the capture devices, that would be great, because once you've seen it, you'll never want to go back to a regular 2D meeting. You'll want to really experience that 3D. So, yeah, I would just say take a look at it. Get it. You know, when you get a chance. We got some videos online that you can certainly look for, so just look for WebEx hologram, and you can actually see some videos that sort of show you what this sort of looks like and give you an idea.
Got it, Matt. Thank you so much. This is the kind of fun you get to see here at Cisco Live. Stay tuned. We've got lots more to show you.